Hello, Flosstube. My name is Elizabeth Martinez, phantastitches, and this is my Flosstube update number 213. Today is Saturday, December 18th, which means Christmas is right around the corner. It's actually next Saturday. And my sisters and I, we just recorded a few minutes ago, recorded our Sticks and Strings video. And so on Sunday, and I mean next Saturday, we normally film on Saturdays, but of course next Saturday is Christmas Day, so we won't be doing that. We might film something short, either might be on Friday or maybe first thing, right early in Saturday, and just a quickie little update thing, Merry Christmas kind of video, whatever. But um, you know, anyway, so I don't know. I don't think I'll record on Saturday. Um, I might record a day later or something like that. I don't know. I'm wearing my little Cindy Lou Who hat. um, Today, my younger sister and my dad and my sister-in-law and my nephew Eli, we went to go hear my brother-in-law play his orchestra, the Chandler Symphony, um, play for the Nutcracker. Um, so we went to go hear that today. That's which is why I'm. This is like my only Christmassy, really. I have some other wintry reddish sweaters, but this is my only real Christmas sweater. I used to have like it was like a knit top, basically a glorified T-shirt that had like a Christmas tree made out of sequins on there, but the sequins were kind of like glued to the shirt, I guess, and little by little, a couple of them came off or whatever. So for whatever reason, I don't think I have that shirt anymore. So this is my go-to Christmas shirt. Anyway, so yeah, I had worn this to Nutcracker. So, and then this little hat, I did not wear that to Nutcracker. I just put it on um, earlier today. I have just a little bit of stitching to talk about, but I do have finish, sort of a finish, but not an FFO. Um, and then my sisters and I worked on the 411 project, and we finished what we were going to do for Christmas so far. So, but we made 72 pillowcases. Um, and if you watch the Sticks and Strings video on Sunday, this coming Sunday, tomorrow, whatever, the 19th, we're going to post pictures in that video of all the pillowcases that we made. We took some pictures of um, the pillowcases kind of fanned out and separated by category, like, you know, animals and cartoon characters and tractors and sports and animals and stuff like that. So did I say animals? Anyway, we categorize them, so that kids can look at them and according to their interests, um, and pick a pillowcase. So so we finished them up and got them in the mail. I would have loved to have shown you the finished product, but we wanted to get them in the mail so that they would arrive as before Christmas. So they should get them. The UPS guy told us we mailed them. We took them on Thursday morning, and so they're supposed to get them by Monday-ish. But anyway, they'll get them before Christmas theoretically. So we wanted to get them, mailed out right away. But we did do, because of your generous donations of money and fabric, we were able to do 72 pillowcases, and we still have more fabric to continue doing more. After Christmas is over, possibly during the summer or whatever. But so it's ongoing, but we're able to get 72 in a big box in the mail on Thursday. So thank you very much for your support of the 411 project, and I've always got that 411 project video in the description box below, if you want to take a look at that. And then, like I said, on Sunday, the video that the sticks and strings video that we'll post will have the finished products uh, uh, photographs inserted in that video. So I will on Sunday after that video comes out, I'll have that linked in the box below also. So I have, like I said, I have just a little bit of stitching to talk about. Because I concentrated on one project this week. So, but before I get to that, I think I'm going to talk about a whip I have. So I've been working on the 2020 Prairie Schooler Santa, 2020 Santa from Prairie Schooler. It says North Wind on there. And the little bunnies are blowing. I just think it's so cute. I just love the wind blown bunnies and Santa's beard blowing in the wind and everything else. So I've been working on that. Excuse me. The last couple days. And just today, or just this weekend. I mean, last night, after I finished my other thing, I finished his sleeve over here, and I'm almost done with the upper part of his jacket. I just have this one little line there, and then one of the bunnies is over here, and then I just have more of his coat to do here. As you can see, I've done up all this up here, and then I have a little bit here to do around the bunny, and then continuing on for his coat. So that's the Prairie Schooler Santa, and this is for my sister. So I want to get this one done so I can get it FFO'd before the holidays. But so I'm stitching away on that furiously. But my stitching finish, this PuntiniPuntini pattern. It says "Hi Mom" on there, and this pattern came with buttons. It came with this snowball button and this carrot nose button for this snowman. You can also buy the pattern. This pattern booklet has, flat folder, whatever you call it, has two patterns in there. It has the one pattern with the space to put the buttons, and it has a pattern with orange, nose and white for snowball. If you don't have the buttons, you can put them in without the buttons. But so when I bought the pattern, it came with the snowball and the carrot nose button, and I finished the stitching last night. So and I dyed this fabric myself. It's like a gray fabric, but and I am gonna finish it, I think, as a little pin pillow, so then my sister can put it out. It's not a specifically Christmas thing, so it can be out all winter. I was asking her earlier today, if I could finish it as an ornament, whatever, but I think I'm going to finish it. She said she didn't want it as an ornament because she, I guess, wouldn't hang it on the tree or whatever. But so I'm going to go ahead and finish it as a little pillow, and then she can, do with it as she will. But so this little snowman. So like I said, the little carrot nose goes on here, and there's a little snowball button that goes on here. But otherwise, he's done. He's done. So you just have to FFO it, and I've got a few days to do that before Christmas. Some of the things I have to FFO, but so I talked last time about the things I have that I want to FFO just to give to my cousin and my aunt, um, and all that. So, and my cousin, my two cousins, my cousin Esther, my cousin Judy. Um, anyway, so that's really all the stitching that I've done. I don't have any haul really. I don't think, I didn't buy anything really. Oh, I did, but I don't have it with me. I don't have it. Um, I bought a little sled. Where did I buy it? I think I bought it at Target. And it has like a little hanger on the back, like you can hang it on the wall. But it has it's a sled, but it has a little segments on it, like shelf, basically. So I have an idea of what I'm going to do with that. And it involves the Prairie School of Santa. So, but otherwise, like, this is going to be a really short video because I don't have anything to share. My other projects are the two towels for my two nephews, the Santa and the reindeer towel and the Andorian towel, and I decided to prioritize the two stitching projects that I did, the Snowman and the Prairie School of Santa, because they have to be FFO'd. So I have to get the stitching done as soon as possible. The two towels I also want to do as soon as possible because those are intended to be Christmas presents, but they don't have to be FFO'd. So once the stitching, I can stitch on them until the last minute if I have to. But because once they're finished stitching, they're finished. There's no FFOing involved. So, that's kind of my plan right now. So hopefully I'll get everything done on time. And I've done a little Christmas shopping over this past week. So I think everything else is done. All the other things. I haven't wrapped anything. And I haven't put, we have a stocking issue. I have to help my sister we have to put up some more little hanger things. Some of them, I guess, they're those like 3M hangers, and I think some of it's kind of a weird stucco thing, and so they don't stick very well on there on our little mantelpiece kind of thing. I keep looking over there, looking at it. We've used it just a couple of times, because we haven't been in this house that long, but we need more on there. We're going to be doing like a progressive dinner on Christmas Eve, I guess, yeah. And so we're going to have appetizers at Rachel's house, my sister-in-law Rachel's house, and then the main meal at my sister Naomi's house, and then desserts and opening presents here at our house. So I want to get the stocking situation squared away, and I've just been dragging my feet because I've been busy stitching. So yeah, that all needs to happen so that I can put stuff in the stockings, because right now they're not, they're hanging up there, but they're sort of sharing hangers on there. So we need to, like I said, organize that more properly. Anyway, you don't care about my stocking situation. And they're not stitched stockings like so many people have, except, well, actually, there's one up there that I did for it's just the cuff, and it just says Merry Christmas. that I stitched at one point, years and years and years ago. Um, but otherwise, yeah, they're just regular, just like we we used to have when I was a kid. We had some stockings that my mom bought for us um, when we were young. So there was one stocking that was different for my brother, and then two that were the same for my sister and I. And she had just written like underneath the cuff, written our names on there. And then when Naomi was born, we bought one for her eventually. And so those were the stockings that we used all the time. And we have a few other for other family members. But we used those stockings for us for years and years. For years and years. But then the little hanger things started to kind of come apart, And so those stockings got put away somewhere. And we bought, other ones. And then, and got one for my nephew Rob when he was little. And so anyway, so there's sort of a mishmash nowadays of stockings that we have. So anyway, but yeah, like I said, we need to get all that straightened up, so we can put stocking presents on. Anyway, so this is a channel about cross stitch, and I already talked about it. So the only other thing I have to talk about that I wanted to talk about was some cards that came in the mail. Like last week, I talked about a card I got from my friend Mona, and I got this from my friend Greg. It's so pretty. This little nativity scene. Yeah. And then this one I got from my friend Jen, who lives in Albuquerque. I've known her since she and I were both fans of, golly, I want to say, was it the X-Files? Yeah. So we realized that we both lived in Albuquerque. Well, that we were both from Albuquerque. She lives in Albuquerque, and my parents, of course, were in Albuquerque. So we got together once or twice there, and so ever since we've just been friends. So yeah, I got this little Christmas card from her. There's Santa and his reindeer and the snowman. It's really pretty, really pretty. From Jen. And then this one came from my cousins. My cousin Terry. I have so many cousins. I have I was talking to my brother, my nephew about this the other day. I have about 40 something first cousins. So this card came in the mail. It's a pretty little. There's a dog and a Christmas tree and an old red truck. That's kind of a popular thing the last couple of years. But the name on there, my dad didn't recognize the name on the envelope, And we get some from people they know from church, from Albuquerque, whatever. There's a card there that actually this card here is really pretty, but it's from some people that my parents knew in Albuquerque, that they sent that I don't recognize the name, but so when we got this card, it was addressed to our family, and my dad didn't recognize the name because the last name is my cousin's husband's last name. But I know them because I've always sent them Christmas cards because they live in Arkansas. And I got their name and address and everything from from an aunt that my cousin's mother. She said, "Hey, my daughter Terry lives in Arkansas," and so yeah, so I got this from her. I like I said, I had her on my Christmas list, and I may have met her when I was very, 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 very young, like before Naomi was born. So I was, a preschooler or something. I may have met her then. I'm not sure because, she and her siblings were much older than us, and And so I may have met her at that time, maybe. And we actually didn't meet the whole time I lived in Arkansas. But we sent Christmas cards. So yeah, that's my cousin Terry and her husband. And then this one came from another cousin. This little, so pretty little reindeer, the wreath around his neck. This is from actually my oldest cousin. She's the same age as my aunt, my mom's younger sister. Um, but yeah, my other cousin, Helen. So those are the Christmas cards that we've gotten so far, and I did get my cards sent out on, I want to say Tuesday. I had like 3 marathon days in a row. I had one night that I was up late doing my Christmas card, just because I got kind of a late start. So I was doing Christmas cards, and I wanted to get them done because I wanted to get them in the mail as soon as I could. And so I stayed up basically all night doing them. And then the next night I was up late because one of my I was kind of about ready to change the sheets of my bed anyway, and then one of my cats threw up, so I had to do it. So so that was kind of it's kind of an ordeal. It's hard for me physically just because of my disabilities or whatever. So, but so that was kind of an all night thing. By the time I changed out the sheets and did the laundry, I put the sheets and things in the laundry while I was changing out everything and cleaning up because I cross stitch in my bed basically, and so I kind of have a few cross stitch things there, and so I was reorganizing some of that stuff and trying to make my little corner neater. And but in the meantime I was there stripping my bed and redoing my bed and everything else, and so doing that ordeal, and like I said, I got a late start on that, so that was an all night thing. And then we spent a night doing the pillowcases. We spent a lot of time doing that, and so, but anyway, we finished. We spent, yeah, I guess it was Tuesday. We spent all day working on the pillowcases. We started at around 9:30 or so in the morning, and because they were almost all done, but so my sisters were sewing away like crazy, and I was ironing away like crazy, and so we worked on them literally all day. I think we had a lunch break, and then we kept going, and then at dinner time my younger sister went home to feed her husband and all that, and then she came back and we worked until like midnight or something. We got them all done finally, and all the pictures taken that we wanted to take and all that. And then Thursday I think we got them boxed up and down and mailed. So yeah, so we had like 3 marathon days in a row between the staying up to well, I had 3 marathon days in a row between doing the cards, doing my laundry, doing the pillowcases, and I don't remember what order they were in. I think the cards first, and then the pillowcases, and then the something like that. I don't know. No, I don't know what it was. But anyway, so yeah, that's how my week has been. Um, but anyway, so that's about it. Even though this is a very short video, like I said, I have a finish and a whip, and I'm hoping that I can get the Prairie School of Shanta done. Today is Saturday. Maybe I can get it done by Monday. My brother's coming in town on Tuesday. My brother and my Aunt Mary Lou are driving out on Tuesday, the 21st. And I kept thinking, the 21st. I kept thinking it was Wednesday, and so I thought, well, I've got a little bit of time. No, they're coming on the 21st, Tuesday. And then my niece Hannah comes on the 22nd, and so I'm hoping I want to get the stitching that I have to get done. I want to get it done by, say, the 20th or so. I want it because my brother's going to be here, and so I don't want everything to be topsy turvy while he's here. So I want to get as much done as possible before he gets here, and my aunt also. So yeah, so I have a lot to do, and then he's going back early in the morning on the 24th because he has gigs and stuff he has to do. So we're gonna have some Christmas for him, a little bit early, and then the rest of our Christmas stuff that night, I guess. And there's a church service on the 24th. No, yes, on the 24th. And then, other things to do. So, all the Christmas festivities. But so, yeah, so somewhere in there, I'm going to try to get the stitching done as soon as possible. So I just stretched it out as long as I could. So hopefully you're all having a great Christmas and stitching away madly, getting all your Christmas shopping and everything else done, and stitching. I've seen so many posts of the stuff that people are doing that are sort of Christmas or winter related, that aren't necessarily stitching to give away. They're just doing it seasonally or to celebrate the season or whatever. And I keep telling myself I'm not going to stitch anything this year. I'm just going to enjoy the season. Is and it never happens. I always end up doing some kind of stitching, for at least for my sisters. The Santa and Snowman kind of idea always seems to happen. But anyway, so yeah. And unfortunately, like I said, this year I had like the little mini spring and some other ideas, that I had stuff that I'd stitched that was just lying around. Sorry, that's my phone. Unfortunately, like I said, I had them lying around, so I've got stuff to send to my aunt and a couple of my cousins and stuff. So maybe that's another, a way I'll do it in the coming year of, stitching just random stuff and then drawing from my pile of stitched things to FFO something to, to send to whoever for Christmas. But anyway, so that's all I really got is, a finish, which is not a small thing, but a finish, and I've been stitching on that Prairie School of Shanta. So that's it. Like I said, I didn't buy anything, and after Christmas, I don't really have any specific plans. I've got I was looking at my, what do you call it? Thread stash folder, thing here in app here on my tablet, And so I've got all my, I've tried to enter all my whips in there, and and things I haven't started, but that so I've got some of them entered in there, but mostly I have whips in there. There's a well, and when something's finished, you can tell it to hide your finished things, so that the only thing on the list there are your you know things you haven't started yet, and things your works in progress or whatever. So right now it's mostly works in progress, and I think there's some in there that have not started yet that are just listed in there. But all the ones in progress, I think I've got about 25 that I have, that are in some form of in progress still. Um, so yeah, I have a lot to draw on, things that I could work on at the end of the year and the beginning of next year, and all that. So, but yeah. So I think I'm rambling now. So like I've said, I'm working on the Prairie School of Santa, and that's coming along pretty well. The thing I like about this pattern, now that I'm talking some more about it, the thing I like about this pattern is that it's relatively simple. You know, the apart from the Santa himself, it's kind of a lot of stitching. There's not a whole lot of fussily stuff. There's the two bunnies and the little candy cane, and these holly leaves and berries and stuff. But they're all pretty simple. The little staff, and then the little border around it. It's all pretty simple stuff. Um, so yeah, so I'm hoping that it'll go pretty quickly, and that I can get get it knocked out. So if all this Christmas stuff will just stop interrupting me. One thing I wanted to talk about that is that tomorrow, the 19th, is a year since my mother passed away. And so that's kind of a difficult day, I guess, for our family. But yeah, so we're commemorating her, I guess, in some way on the 19th, on Sunday. But other than that, we're trying to just have as normal a Christmas as we can have. Do the things that we would normally do. But so yeah, so I'm sort of determined to have a good Christmas this year, because last year was kind of a bust. So we're all working to make this the best Christmas we can make it. But anyway, so I think that's all I have, and I will see you all at some point next weekend. I don't know when or how it'll take place, because like I said, Saturday is Christmas, so I might not record until Sunday, perhaps, and then it just depends on what's going on the weekend. But I'll probably do something just whenever. And we'll see how things go. And I will probably post like maybe on Facebook or Instagram or something like that. Whenever I finish, because I'll probably give it, if I give those things as gifts to various family members, I won't have it to show, in my video or whatever. Unless I might record something and earlier before the 24th, and then not release it until the 25th or something. I don't know if I can think that clearly about what I'm gonna do. Anyway, so enough rambling. I will see you, like I said, at some point next weekend. And until then, have a great Christmas. Have a happy Christmas. Enjoy your time with your family, whatever. And I will see you next weekend. Bye.